And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Eagles offense will get first crack at it here. And, David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Nah, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense, and he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Bolitnikoff Award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The play-action fake. Looking for a deep man. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Gonna run it. It's Haynes. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Under fire. Complete to the left. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy.
There he goes. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Those fullbacks are grown men. Those guys are constantly hitting linebackers and blocking the whole entire game. So when you get a chance to give the big boy the ball, it's always, and you know what it is? It's a morale boost for everybody on the whole field. Everybody gets jacked up, and he finally gets to touch the football.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Goes to the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Great job by the back on the option.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's James. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
On the ground, it's McDonald.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Off play action. Looking to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. And the Golden Eagles come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Wide receiver going in motion. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. Spits it out to the back. Hauls it in, the first down and more. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Boston College. A great catch and run for 6.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Finds his man. It's Haynes. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for room. It's Haynes. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
With the catch, it's Lane. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. Somebody catch it, big fella.
The throw to the outside is complete. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. They'll try the run. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Reads it. Fires complete. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. The Yellow Jackets pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Back to pass, it's King. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Complete to the left. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Keeps it on the draw. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Yellow Jackets trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Looking downfield, it's James. Working that left side now. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his big tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Boston College now operates from the red zone. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Second down, they'll go to the air. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Boston College!
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. On the run, it's Haynes. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll run play action. Oh, they're after him. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
And we're seeing a bit of the bend-don't-break attitude by the defense now. Obviously, they've given up some plays to allow the offense to get down in this situation. But with their backs against the wall, this is the best we've seen this defense play. They're having none of this running game down on the goal line.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And here's the return. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Turning it on. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
You know, when you're handing off to your fullback, oftentimes these guys need some space to work so they can build up a head of steam, get the speed going, but that guy didn't have anywhere to go on that one.
They'll try to get outside. Still on his feet at the 45. Turning on the Jets. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. The give to the back. Creates a little space. Breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. To the ground. He's got it again. Got enough for the first. Oh, a lot of space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. BC back to work after picking up the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to be like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Eagles!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in games.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw, it's King. Got it in the middle, it's Rivers. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. There's a live football. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
Unloads quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Golden Eagles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Rides the back on the option to give. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
He splits the uprights. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, Defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Here comes the option. Quick toss. Looking for room at the 40. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Trying play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play with no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Back to throw, it's King. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time. And
honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the air, it's King. Catch in the middle, it's Rutherford. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And here comes the field goal unit. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. It's good. The lead is down to a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. Fresno State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Bulldog Stadium, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 10 to Wyoming. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Quarterback will keep it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Give to the single back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's James. That's reeled in, it's Harris. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Punt is on its way. Now on the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
He wants to take the top off. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they could.
Time to take a shot. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll run it on the counter. Finds just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The give to the back. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been taking in some scene there today in Chestnut Hill. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison. Or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Back to pass, it's King. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Patterson. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
QB draw. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
And the Yellow Jackets kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The give to the tailback. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with second and short. Here we go, set. Looking for space, it's Maddox. And the Yellow Jackets have a first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Power football with the run.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Lane. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. What's old is new in offensive football. The return, at least on that play, of the pass-catching fullback.
I used to see this all the time back in the day. Fullbacks used to play.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Never a doubt. And we're locked up here in the third. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half.
There he goes! And he's brought down after a nice gain.
the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some.
He's loose. They ripped off a big one and they get it down to the 27.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. To throw, it's James. Get it out on the screen. Smashes ahead. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that.
Touchdown, Boston College. They take the lead with the 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Stockton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. He'll pull it down. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The offense will put in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll leave it with him. Breaks the tackle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
The Yellow Jackets back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking for a crease. It's Alexander. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
And the Yellow Jackets pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Motion from the back. Now he's looking to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rivers. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Yellow Jackets can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running behind that left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The pitch. And they'll ride him down down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? And the Yellow Jackets didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, it's Kane. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Got the quick completion.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And the Golden Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Quarterback running on the draw.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Golden Eagles come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to throw, it's James. Got his man. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. Go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
these running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you could see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Rides the back and leaves it. They knock him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain, and it's a first down for Boston College.
Now, this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
BC back to work after picking up the first down. On the run, it's McDonald. Thrust that arm out. Got enough for the first down. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Golden Eagles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Toss sweep, try to get it outside to the right. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up. Looking for a man, it's James. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Tight end finds a soft spot. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolutely perfect. And now they regain the lead.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the fourth quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the ground with the back. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on first down from the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for a gap. It's Alexander. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
We're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
The Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's King. Setting up the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Throws to the wideout. Lost the defense. He's wide open. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. And the Yellow Jackets look to keep this drive humming. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Rivers.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. They'll try to pick up a few here on third down, but from here it will be a 60-yard attempt. Wants to throw again. Bringing the heat. They're working that left side. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
On the option. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. A first down run on the doorstep. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. Fullback's got it. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And that's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the 4th quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired, and a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. The Golden Eagles can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the 2nd level of the defense, getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Wants to throw. It's James. Hauls it in. Still running at the 40. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like Which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. Trying to run, it's McDonald. Got some room, entered to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest. Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Duke has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 16 over Virginia. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
This quarterback is making outstanding decisions so far in this game, and you've already seen it throwing the football. The guy already has over 200 yards passing, but he's doing it in the running game as well. Really good decision that time.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. You got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. 3-point lead, put together a great drive here, Jesse. You can turn it into a 2-possession game.
Let's do that. Let's get a touchdown on the board. Let's find out where our playmakers have the best matchups. Let's exploit those, David.
And it would put our defense in such a great position. 4th quarter, 2-possession lead. It makes it easy to play defense.
Boston College trying to hold on and run out the clock. On the run, it's McDonald. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Line is set on 3rd down. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, and now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. And unfortunately for the losing team, they just were not able to get it done.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you